It's the final day and we're going home. But before we do, we thought we would check out the park one last time. We're going to head through to Magic Kingdom. We're going to drop off our bags, which are all packed. There's Mickey and ready to go. We don't actually get our magic bus. Magic bus, is that the right word? Magical Express. Until 3:05, and the time is currently 8:45. But we've got 3 fast passes at Magic Kingdom, so hopefully that'll keep our minds off it.
Bye-bye.
See you next time. Or should I say, see you real soon. See you later, 6212.
I'm actually gonna cry.
Right, let's go check these bags in and get through to Magic Kingdom. So we are on the bus to Magic Kingdom. We've checked our bags in. I couldn't show you any of that because we're going to carry it. Right, and I didn't want to drop you. We fetched our mugs for what seems like no real reason. Because the bus was here running slightly late. The time's 9:05. Our fast pass runs out at 9:45. We should be fine.
And I hurt my throat last night because we went out and went, after we'd been to the boathouse, went to the Edison. We were dancing for about 3 hours, weren't we? I was singing very loud. So we had to go to the gift shop and buy some cough sweets. So yes, if I sound a little bit husky today, that's why.
That's why. And we have made it to Magic Kingdom. Time's about 9:30, so we've got about 15 minutes. I think there's a bit of a grace period on these fast passes of about 5 to 10 minutes. But yeah, this is the last time we're going to enter Magic Kingdom in 2019 here in Florida. I'm ever the optimist. Maybe we could enter a Magic Kingdom at Paris, I don't know.
What, this year?
An emergency holiday might be needed. Morning. Morning. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to go jump on Seven Dwarfs Mine Train for the last time. Try and get some nice fast passes on that as well. I mean, not fast passes. What do I mean? Photo passes. I keep mixing them up. I knew what I meant. And we're in line. Fast pass queue seems pretty small today. And actually, the standby time on this is only 40 minutes, guys. I think that's incredible for Magic Kingdom.
Hi-ho! 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 It's home from work we go! Hi-ho! 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 Hi-ho!
Okay, so the weather is trying to put a stop on our fun.
Yeah.
Dampness.
We got absolutely soaked on Mine Train.
We did, yeah.
May as well have just gone on Splash Mountain.
Yeah, it literally started raining as we went outside. So
It's interesting getting pelted by rain as we were going around the whole corner.
So we're biding our time with Big Thunder because all of that is outside pretty much. And to do that, what better way to do it than to get something to eat? Because I don't think we've eaten enough this trip. We have gone for the chocolate and fresh fruit waffle. So we have come into the Christmas shop in Magic Kingdom. Sophie is determined to find a Christmas decoration with the date on. I think they're over in the far corner, but we thought we'd have a little look at some of the other ones with some little magnetised frames. More child-friendly ornaments around this end. I think we're after something slightly more subtle.
The castle, Epcot, the Tree of Life, and Hollywood Tower of Terror in it.
Right.
Very cute indeed.
Okay, so a few bits here with the date on. It's a little frame. It's a pride-shaped Mickey. America Mickey. Oh, that's not too bad, that one.
That one?
Yeah.
It really makes sense.
What about the one at the end? Does that have the date on?
Where? There.
That one.
Yes.
Yes.
Sure does.
Gonna go for that one? You're still not enamoured.
Yeah, I don't like family vacations.
Do you want to think about our tree as well?
First visit.
I think there's a few more down here. Okay, so you got some giant Mickey and Minnie baubles. Just wanted to show you guys how sort of empty Magic Kingdom is today.
And it's a Saturday as well.
Yeah. I think it'll be mainly down to Hurricane Dorian. That mixed with obviously Epcot's got food and wine on, Galaxy's Edge just opened at Hollywood Studios. It's definitely a mixture of those three things.
It's been lovely for us though.
Yeah, I mean really nice. Obviously the weather's now, it's cleared up, glorious sunshine. Just waiting for the paths to dry out. But we're going to go and redeem our Fast Pass over at Thunder Mountain over that way. We have just got off Big Thunder and heading now for our final Fast Pass of the day and trip, which is
Space Mountain.
yeah, I thought we'd try and get all the mountains in, minus Splash because we're already wet enough already. So yeah, the sun's definitely out now. Everything is drying off nicely. Hopefully that will hold off until we get back to the hotel.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure we get everything nice and dry. I don't want to have to change necessarily too much. Although I do think we've got airport changes of clothes, haven't we?
Yes, because we'll land in the UK and it'll probably be about 13 degrees Celsius.
Yeah,
I
if
would
we're
say.
lucky.
If we're lucky.
We'll see, you never know.
Drop.
I mean, it's going to be early, isn't it?
Yeah.
When we land Sunday, obviously today's Saturday. We've got a fairly late flight. And we've got these riverboats being very rude again and interrupting me. Okay, the time has come. Our final ride of the trip is going to be Space Mountain. We have a fast pass for this. We've managed to pick our Christmas ornament. We did manage to choose one in the end. So we'll show you that when we get home, I think. 'Cause it's all wrapped up nice and cushioned. So I'm just going to check in. Hiya, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so on we go. I'm not going to try and film this one, mainly because it's pitch black and you won't be able to see a thing. Right, we have done Space Mountain. That is officially our last ride.
Is it?
I think so.
We've got Mr. Leopard.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. It's our last fast pass anyway, unless we can get another one. We are currently on what was the moving walkway. It still kind of feels like a moving walkway because your brain's tuned to it. Weird. But yeah, that was great. I was at the front of that car for the very first time. Usually Sophie's in front of me. That just felt so much different. That's so much scarier.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
That and the fact that I've got Soph's bag with the cups that had literally just sort of through the handles. So they were just rattling all over the shop. I thought we were going to die.
Here as well.
Right, so we're going to head through the park, see what, maybe we can get another fast pass. I think I'm going to try some lunch as well. I'm hungry again. We're just always hungry. Okay, so we're going to go on aerial again. It's a nice chilled out ride, bit of AC. We're not quite ready for lunch yet. And we've also we're trying to get our money's worth now. The Yorkshire's coming out of us. We're stopping at every photo pass person available that's got a fairly decent queue. And just pulling funny poses now, aren't we?
Just asking, yeah, for funny pose suggestions.
Yeah. So we'll try and attach a few of the ones we've just had done in Fantasyland. Now, camera noise. Do I need to do the camera noise or do I edit that in after? I'll do it anyway. And we're now walking back through Frontierland and one of the country bears is out again. Meeting and greeting. Oh, I've not seen this one before. Ah, hey there buddy. What an interesting pout he's got going on. But yeah, we are heading into Pecos Bill, Tall Tale Inn and Cafe. And we're going to go have some lunch before heading back to the hotel to go collect bags and things like that. So we will show you guys what sort of food we're gonna grab from here. You can get your fajitas, your tacos, your burgers, your nachos and your churros. Let's go make a decision. Okay, so Soph went for the nachos and she's put all sorts of stuff on top. I went for the fajita platter, which has got pork and chicken on there and comes with beans and some rice. And then we've got a few little sides, we've got some sour cream, some salsa and a few cups of water. But yeah, we're gonna go try and make this. So, we most certainly made that disappear. We are now going to cut through Frontierland into Adventureland and go and try and get a citrus swirl type Dole Whippy thing. Just as the last little parting treat, shall we call it. I've got $6 in my pocket that I'm determined to try and spend on something. So if I can't get the citrus swirl for that, we are going to have to pick up something else. I'm not fetching $6 back. I refuse.
So, last treat of the trip.
I'm rather happy.
Tell your face.
Yeah. And that was $5.99 plus tax. It was $6.38. So I got rid of my $6 and I got rid of a few bits of change as well.
Wonderful.
38 cents.
I've never heard you be happy to spend money.
I know, this is unheard of. Definitely.
Yeah. What's it like? Does it remind you of a lemon top?
Citrusy. Yeah, it's more orange though as opposed to the lemon, I think. But yeah, it's really
lovely. Right. Make this disappear.
So that citrus swirl was from the Sunshine Tree Terrace, which is just to the entrance of Frontierland. There's the entrance as you're coming into the park. If you take a left at the sort of greenhousey looking restaurant, coming to Frontierland, Sunshine Tree Terrace is just down there on the right. A little bit further down you can find the home of the Dole Whip as well. I think we've just been sort of trying to debate that, which one was best. So we've tried 3 different types of soft servy drinks this holiday. We had the lime from Storybook Treats, we had the Dole Whip, and we've just had the citrus swirl. My personal favourite was probably the lime.
Yeah.
That was nice, it had Sprite underneath it. I think the citrus is a close second because it's kind of iced.
Yeah, and it's a lot more refreshing.
Yeah, whereas the Dole Whip is genuinely just like a soft servy type cold foam.
But then the pineapple juice underneath isn't iced.
Yeah.
So it's, I don't know whether the pineapple juice just doesn't get quite as cold as Fanta and Sprite. It's weird.
Possibly, yeah. I mean, there's certain enzymes in pineapples anyway, isn't there, that like
there is, yeah.
break down,
so that
sort of fight off enemies.
If anybody knows, comment underneath.
But I think if you could ice, like genuinely just ice the ice cream and really chill the liquid itself, I think the pineapple, the Dole Whip would be phenomenal. But at the moment then, out of those 3, I would personally go lime. Soph, are you more of a citrus?
I don't know if it's just because I've just had it, but yeah, no, I do.
She's got
like
the taste
lime,
for the citrus.
because I like the Friesling as well.
Yeah, so the Friesling, that was the alcoholic version, and that was like the frozen lime Dole Whip, all smushed up into a slushy with vodka, wasn't it? And that was from Wine Bar George at downtown. Sorry, not downtown, at Disney Springs. I keep calling it the wrong thing. But we're walking past Casey's Corner now, and this guy's playing a few tunes, keeping all the ball players entertained. Yeah, so last sort of view of the castle there, really. Okay guys, so that is it pretty much for the park. The castle's there in the background. We've had a fantastic trip, haven't we?
Oh, it's been amazing.
Yeah, it's been
really,
stunning.
really good. Best holiday ever.
Yeah. So I think all the planning and stuff
paid off.
Yeah,
definitely.
paid off, definitely. Yeah. I don't regret the amount of time and effort that it took to sort that out, and the organisation, and just the way your head has to be tuned into certain things.
Also, a side note, we've not found it too difficult if we've needed to change stuff. No. So don't get too panicky about if things need to change. Obviously, I know it'll be difficult for a bigger group or a family.
Yeah, I think we've been lucky, haven't we? Just being the two of us. And reservations as well. I mean, you saw last night, went to Boathouse. We literally got that the day before.
Yeah.
I think we've had another...
They have loads of tables.
I think you can drop in, can't you, in certain places.
They have walk-ups, you just have to be willing to wait, 30 or 40 minutes.
Yeah, so we're going to say a little farewell to the castle, I think. Yeah. Toodaloo Castle.
Bye-bye.
It's been nice seeing you.
It's gonna be a while.
And we'll see you real soon. Goodbye, Magic Kingdom. And on a side note, that's the first time I've ever noticed that the Magic Kingdom is actually made out in tiles there, just in front of the boat. Right, we're off to go get this bus, this dastardly bus. Soph's going back in. All right, we'll see you in a bit. All right, good luck swimming home. Bye-bye. Have a beautiful time. Okay guys, so we are sat in Pop Century, currently waiting for the Disney's Magical Express to take us back to the airport. We've not really done much filming since we got back. Unfortunately, we left our bags, we had left luggage at the resort. When we got the suitcase back, one of the wheels was missing. Now, normally in that situation you'd expect somebody to sort of reimburse you, as it were, for the cost of the case and things like that. But the attitude from the person that spoke to us originally wasn't amazing. It made us feel like it was our fault and that we were sort of lying about the price or the expense of the suitcase, the value of it. Sophie's then had to stand in a gigantic line of people all sort of queued up just to try and speak to a manager. Not necessarily about the money that we were being offered, but just the way in which we were sort of spoken to by that cast member. Hopefully we won't miss this Magical Express, because we most certainly can't afford to do that. Our flight does obviously set off at 7:15. I think start boarding at 6:15. This should be picking us up in about 10 minutes time, and by the looks of things there is one outside. So that could very well be our bus just out there. I'm hoping that this conversation with whoever Sophie's talked to has gone silent. So that wasn't our bus, it has now gone. Sophie's still waiting. I think she's talking to somebody down there at the front. It's a little bit disappointing, you know, as an end to a honeymoon to have to worry about something like that. It's also meant that we sort of left the parks 2 hours before the bus was going to pick us up, thinking we could come back, chill, have a few drinks, get changed, and actually we're still very sweaty and kind of moist because it rained this morning in the park, as you saw. So we're not going to be able to do that now before we get to the airport, I don't think. So yeah, I'm just waiting on her getting back. Right, so we're on the second to last ride of the trip, so it's the last one. It's potentially going to be one of those aeroplanes.
Please hold on to the handrail.
We're on the monorail.
ATM stops. Please exit for station 17.
Going from the security terminal through to the main one. So oh, just a bit. Oh, and everybody going that way has just arrived. Oh, how we don't like those guys. Although, I think we're escaping just in time, really, aren't we, for this hurricane business. We have made it to Orlando International Airport. We've come across the monorail, we've been checked by security. We've walked up to our gate to realise that the flight that was boarding at that gate before us has been delayed. So, I mean, fingers crossed that ours will still be able to get on time. I'm just currently downloading a few more things onto the iPad, just for us to watch. But we'll keep you updated. I'm going to try and grab some food, I think. Just waiting for Sophie, as I say, to get changed. She currently looks like she's dissolved into a puddle of ears and trainers. Hi guys, we have just boarded our plane, and it was supposed to set off 2 minutes ago. It has not. Okay, the boarded is really, really late. But
It smells like toilet.
it does. It's a little bit funky. But we're going to try and make the most of the next 8 hours. God, it's going to be a long 8 hours.
It's not early.
Yeah. we'll keep you updated, show you a few of the things we get up to on here. The perks of premium have already begun, which is nice, which we weren't sure was going to happen because of the delay. But Soph has a sparkling wine and an orange juice. And somebody's coming around with some fruits as well, which is taking away the toilet smell and replacing it with sour cream and shower.
No, it smells like toilets and sour cream and cream.
We'd just like to ask one more favour when the seatbelt sign has been switched off.
Hi everyone!
Hello! We haven't spoken to you in quite a while now, well, for numerous reasons, I think, isn't it? We landed at the beginning of September 2019, and if we tell you that the date is currently the 20-something of April 2020?
Yeah, so it's been a fair few months. You'll probably see at the end of the video we just landed in the UK. We didn't do much filming on the flight because it wasn't great. There was quite a few things wrong with it, and we'll run through this quickly because unfortunately the airline doesn't exist anymore. So this is just a bit of a moan, but for no apparent reason really. I mean, we had no entertainment for 9.5 hours.
Yeah, that was fun.
The seat in front of David was broken, so it kept sort of falling back onto him, which was nice. And then the food that I received was mouldy.
So it wasn't great, was it?
Yeah, and then a couple of weeks after, the airline went under. So it sort of indicates, yeah, that something was amiss at the time. And you'll probably see from the video anyway, we had quite a lot of delays. We didn't set off till about 2 hours after we were due to set off, I think. Yeah, so not fun, but yeah, quite a lot has changed in our lives since then. So the biggest thing is we moved house, we got our own place.
Yeah, we sort of landed, didn't we? And then within a few weeks, the sale had sort of gone through. I don't really remember from one of the first videos, I think we mentioned that we'd seen a place and put an offer in. We got back, everything had sort of worked its way through the system really, hadn't it?
Yeah.
So we were putting it off. There was Christmas and New Year and parties and birthdays and stuff, and
yeah.
we came out the other side of that. We were going to record this video and then the pandemic hit, which is fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, it's given us some time to do things like this, which is nice. I'll tell you what though, if you want something to talk about when you're stuck in a queue, think about buying a house, because I vividly remember when we were stood in the Hagrid line, which was about 2 hours long, I think, at one point.
It was supposed to be, wasn't
yeah, it was going to be.
Ended up being
and we sort of did a walk through each room of the house and decided what we were going to do with each room. So yeah, if you get bored when you're stuck in a queue, it's a good idea.
It is. We've still not done any of it, but it's
We've done quite
it's
a
a
bit.
good idea.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I mean, we're hoping to do sort of a little bit of a haul video just to show you some of the things that we got. I'm hoping we've still got everything. We did buy a few Christmas decorations. I think we showed you those anyway in the video. If not, I will try and dig those out, but they're truly hidden in a Christmas box now.
somewhere.
And we were also, obviously, before lockdown hit, we were thinking about arranging our next trip to a Disney park. Now I say Disney park because I don't think we were going to head straight back to Orlando, because we want to wait for some of the sort of new attractions to open up, things like Tron over at Magic Kingdom. We've got Guardians of the Galaxy at Epcot. We were even thinking in the long run of Jurassic World, the new ride, the roller coaster that's opening up at Universal.
Yeah, and then not forgetting the Star Wars Hotel. I think that's opening. But that being said, nobody really knows what's going to happen with those openings. I'm guessing they're not. I think from what I've seen is they've managed to do like a bit of maintenance on some of the rides and things, but they're certainly not building anything. So yeah, it seems like things are going to get pushed back. And anyway, nobody's really sure when we're going to be able to travel to other countries. And to be honest with you, it's a risk, I think, anyway.
Yeah, I think if we were to go to another Disney, it would be Paris in the sort of next couple of years, hopefully.
Yeah,
that can happen.
I don't know whether we mentioned, but that's where we got engaged. So
It was, yeah. So it'd be nice to go back, obviously
Yeah.
now being married, and see what sort of things have changed there, because I think there's quite a few bits and pieces that have changed over there as well since we've last been.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we hope you've enjoyed watching our Disney Moon from the beginning. Hopefully you've gained some nice useful tips and tricks, and either that, at least you've enjoyed something.
Yeah, it was
maybe.
very different for us because we've never done any proper vlogging before. We were quite nervous about doing it, but it's been really nice to look back on things, and I hope anyone that's not been before has managed to get some insight into what it might be like to go. If you've got any questions about anything, just drop us some comments on Instagram or YouTube, whatever's easiest for you, and we'll try our best to answer. We've had a lot of time to watch YouTube videos, particularly Disney Food Blog is our favourite if you've not heard of that before.
We'd just say, I think advice wise, just make sure you've planned things out. One of the things that did happen when we sort of landed back was that our friends who were getting married at the beginning of this month, they were supposed to be getting married anyway, they decided that they were going to go to Disney World, do a bit of a Disney cruise, and they'd asked us for some sort of tips and help, and we'd sort of plan their honeymoon out, which hopefully, fingers crossed, is still going to go ahead. That's November.
Yeah.
So fingers crossed for them guys. We've given them some nice sort of reviews and told them where to go and where not to bother, really. So we are Disney for Two. That's it from us.
How about you?